How's it going, everybody? The second half of the spring sale just started on PlayStation. It's running from now until April 22nd, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day, I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get straight into it. For $12, 50% off, Dead Cells is a fast-paced Roguevania where you control a failed alchemic experiment possessing bodies to battle through a cursed, ever-shifting island in search of answers. Fight through interconnected biomes with branching paths and no checkpoints, master tough but fair combat with responsive controls, and gradually unlock new weapons, mutations, and abilities that open fresh routes on each permadeath-fueled run. It's an 89 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $12, 80% off, Psychonauts 2 is a whimsical platform adventure where Raz Aquato, a young psychic and acrobat, joins the secretive international espionage group, the Psychonauts, to stop a hidden mole and save the organization. Explore the minds of friends and foes, using psychic powers to solve clever puzzles, battle inner demons, unlock hidden memories, and manipulate environments across acrobatic, quirky, and creatively designed worlds. It's an 89 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $28, 60% off, Hitman World of Assassination is the definitive stealth action package, uniting Hitman, Hitman 2, and Hitman 3 into one massive collection spanning more than 20 global locations. Playing as Agent 47, you'll master the art of creative assassination with total freedom of approach, blending into crowds with disguises, manipulating dynamic NPC routines, and turning everyday objects into lethal opportunities to eliminate high-profile targets. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $20, 60% off, Trials of Mana is a fully remade action RPG that retells a classic fantasy tale where the world teeters on the brink as the mana tree begins to wither and ancient evils threaten total destruction. Choose your party from unique characters, each with their own story paths, abilities, class evolutions, and personal motivations, then dive into fast-paced, real-time combat and a branching narrative shaped by your team composition and choices. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $21, 65% off, Unicorn Overlord is a tactical RPG where you reclaim your throne and lead a grand army across a vibrant, meticulously crafted world, blending overworld exploration with exquisitely animated tactical battles. Assemble over 60 unique units, grow your renown, strategically command your forces to overcome powerful enemies, and uncover the intertwined fates of 5 warring nations in an epic story of loyalty, power, and destiny. It's an 88 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 75 hours to platinum. For $12, 70% off, Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony plunges you into a world where 16 new students are kidnapped and trapped in a school, and only cunning and observation can save them. You'll investigate twisted murder cases, participate in high-stakes class trials, and make shocking decisions that determine who lives, who dies, and who is punished, all while uncovering dark secrets and hidden motives in narrative-driven mystery. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 95 hours to platinum. For $12, 70% off, Am Setsuna is a heartfelt JRPG where you follow Setsuna as she prepares to make the ultimate sacrifice to save her homeland, delivering a story of emotion, sorrow, and moving fantasy adventure. You'll explore beautifully crafted environments, meet a cast of memorable characters, and engage in a battle system inspired by Chrono Trigger, blending turn-based strategy with modern refinements for a nostalgic yet fresh experience. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $20, 50% off, Guilty Gear Strive is the latest entry in the critically acclaimed fighting game franchise, featuring stunning 2D, 3D hybrid visuals, fluid animations, and fast-paced, high-intensity battles that push the genre forward. You'll dive into a fully voiced story mode exploring the rich Guilty Gear universe, master fan-favorite and new characters, and experiment with innovative mechanics like wall breaks and advanced combos. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $16, 60% off, The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is a 2-game collection of courtroom adventures following rookie lawyer Ryunosuke Naruhodo as he unravels conspiracies and delivers dramatic turnabouts in 19th century Japan and England. You'll interview witnesses and collect clues across 10 richly detailed and interconnected murder mysteries, blending clever writing, humor, and surprising emotional depth throughout your journey. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For 20 bucks, 60% off, Tactics Ogre Reborn is a legendary tactical RPG, Reborn, telling a politically charged story of war, loyalty, and moral choice in the embattled Valerian Isles with sweeping consequences throughout. You'll fight deep, turn-based battles across fully 3D battlefields with revamped UI, unit-by-unit leveling, and endless combinations of classes, skills, equipment, and magic that reward careful planning and theory crafting. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 120 hours to platinum. For 12 bucks, 60% off, Pacific Drive is a first-person driving survival adventure where your battered station wagon becomes your lifeline as you explore warped Pacific Northwest full of anomalies, abandoned research sites, and supernatural hazards. You'll scavenge resources, upgrade and repair your car, and venture deeper into the Olympic exclusion zone, navigating unpredictable terrain, violent distortions, and the ever-looming threat of zone storms. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For 26 bucks, 35% off, The House in Fata Morgana, Dreams of the Remnants edition is a gothic visual novel spanning nearly a millennium, exploring tragedy, human nature, and insanity. Experience the main storyline, the prequel, A Requiem for Innocence, and the sequel, Reincarnation, all with enhanced voice acting, beautifully illustrated scenes, and haunting, atmospheric music for a deeply immersive, emotional, and unforgettable journey. It's a 93 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For 20 bucks, 60% off, Live A Live is a turn-based RPG where you follow 7 distinct heroes across different time periods, each with unique abilities and stories, letting you experience their lives in any order. You'll master diverse combat styles, explore richly detailed eras, and engage with compelling narratives that blend humor, drama, and strategy, all while enjoying remastered music by Yoko Shimomura and faithful production from Takashi Tokita. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For 15 bucks, 75% off, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim VR is a full-length open-world fantasy RPG that immerses you in the epic land of Tamriel, where dragons have returned and the fate of the Empire hangs in the balance. The game includes the complete core experience along with official add-ons Dawnguard, Hearthfire, and Dragonborn, combining vast exploration, dynamic combat, and fully immersive VR mechanics for a truly epic adventure. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 125 hours to platinum. For 15 bucks, 50% off, God of War Deluxe Edition is a cinematic action adventure that dramatically reimagines Kratos' epic journey as he seeks redemption in the brutal world of Norse mythology alongside his son, Atreus. You'll explore a richly detailed realm with visceral axe-based combat, emotionally driven storytelling, and seamless over-the-shoulder presentation, with the Deluxe Edition adding the Death's Vow armor set for Kratos and Atreus. It's a 94 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For 40 bucks, 34% off, Horizon Call of the Mountain is an immersive VR adventure where you play as Rias, exploring the Karja and Nora homelands, scaling peaks, and confronting fearsome machines while uncovering a dangerous threat. You'll climb, hunt machines, craft items, and interact with a richly detailed 360-degree environment using intuitive PSVR 2 sense controls, experiencing the thrill of height, motion, and breathtaking vistas. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For 12 bucks, 75% off, Pillars of Eternity Complete Edition is an immersive RPG updated for consoles, letting you explore a richly detailed fantasy world with redesigned menus and full controller support. You'll create a unique hero from a variety of races, classes, and backgrounds, assemble a party of compelling companions, and engage in real-time with pause combat across a beautifully crafted world filled with factions, secrets, and epic storylines. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 80 hours to platinum. For 21 bucks, 65% off, Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance is a dark RPG where you play an Ahobino in post-apocalyptic Tokyo, wielding immense power to survive and shape the ongoing conflict between angels and demons. You'll experience 2 complete story paths while exploring sprawling wastelands, battling or befriending hundreds of demons, uncovering hidden secrets, and making impactful choices that determine the world's ultimate fate. It's an 89 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 150 hours to platinum. For 25 bucks, 75% off, Borderlands 3 Ultimate Edition is a chaotic, loot-filled first-person shooter that combines explosive combat, over-the-top humor, and a sprawling interplanetary adventure. This edition includes the base game, all 6 campaign add-ons, cosmetic packs, designers and director's cut content, new game modes, raid bosses, vault cards, and XP and loot boosts, delivering endless hours of cooperative action and outrageous gunplay. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 45 hours to platinum. For $12, 80% off, Steins Gate Elite is an animated visual novel adventure where you follow a group of young lab members as they discover a way to change the past using a modified microwave, sending emails that alter history and pulling them into a dangerous conspiracy. Experience remastered animation with newly animated sequences for select endings, while making critical choices that shift the world line and create branching storylines. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $10, 65% off, SOMA is a haunting, narrative-driven sci-fi horror game from the creators of Amnesia, set in the eerie underwater facility of Pathos 2, where machines believe they're human. With the radio dead, supplies dwindling, and reality unraveling, you'll uncover unsettling secrets while exploring dark corridors, reading encrypted logs, and piecing together the mystery of what went wrong deep beneath the ocean waves. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 1 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $12, 40% off, Chants of Sennaar is a puzzle adventure where you explore a mysterious, labyrinthine tower divided by forgotten languages, seeking to restore the balance between its warring peoples and ancient factions. You'll traverse multi-layered labyrinths, decipher ancient scripts, and solve environmental puzzles while using stealth, observation, and cunning to avoid the tower's vigilant guardians and uncover a long-lost past. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $15, 70% off, Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remaster is a modernized version of the acclaimed JRPG, plunging you into a post-apocalyptic Tokyo where the conception has reshaped the world in chaos. Navigate a city teeming with demons, balance negotiations or combat, summon infused demons to build a powerful team, and make morally complex choices that determine life, death, and the ultimate fate of gods in the world itself. It's an 84 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $15, 40% off, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is a side-scrolling beat-em-up that reunites Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael in a high-energy showdown against Shredder and the Foot Clan. Battle through stages from Manhattan to Dimension X using character-specific combos, team up in up to 6-player co-op chaos, and take on classic villains like Bebop, Rocksteady, and Krang in arcade-style action. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $11, 45% off, Death's Gambit Afterlife is a brutal and atmospheric 2D action RPG where you serve as Death's right hand, battling the undying guardians of Cyrodiil in a desperate struggle to uncover the cost of immortality. This definitive edition expands on the original with new levels, bosses, massive mechanical overhauls that deepen progression, add new weapons and abilities, and reshape how you approach every encounter. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sale stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.